So many have asked the question of what's the difference between all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive? Is there one that works better than the other? And if I'm looking to purchase a new or newer vehicle, which system is gonna be best for what I'm using my vehicle for? Those are all great questions, and that's exactly what we're gonna go through with you guys today. And guys, if you are just joining us here on Trail Built and are looking for a new set of wheels and tires, a suspension lift, or even some accessories for your Jeep, Toyota, truck, SUV, or your off-road rig, make sure and check out our website at trailbuiltoffroad.com or by clicking the link in the description for some of the best deals in the industry. All-wheel drive has been becoming the norm in the last decade or so, especially north of the snow belt. 90% of the vehicles here in the northern states are either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Even Ford has announced that due to poor sales of its passenger cars, they are going to stop their North American production of them because people nowadays prefer CUVs, SUVs, and trucks here in the United States. In fact, over 60% of those are either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. And for good reason, capability and safety being two of the major reasons. And with having more options available with crossovers, SUVs, and trucks these days, one of the contributing factors in deciding on which vehicle to purchase is going with something that has four-wheel drive, or would an all-wheel drive vehicle be just fine? Well, the easiest and simplest answer to this question is obviously based on what you're going to be doing with it. A good rule of thumb is to go with a selectable four-wheel drive with a transfer case and has a low gear range if you plan on doing any sort of technical off-roading. Rock crawling, hardcore trails, steep hills, or other various challenges where vehicle control is required. If you are planning to hit mild trails, dirt and gravel roads, maybe some moderate hills, drive in wet and snowy weather conditions, or just want to feel prepared regardless of the potential conditions you might face, well, then an all-wheel drive system would be a great way to go there. See guys, a true four-wheel drive vehicle, like most pickup trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Toyota 4Runners, and a slew of other various SUVs, will have a selectable and variable speed transfer case that splits the power from the engine to both the rear tires and the front tires when the transfer case is shifted from two-wheel drive into four-wheel drive. When the transfer case on a four-wheel drive vehicle is shifted into 4-high, it means that the input and output speed is a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning the speed going into the transfer case through the input shaft from the transmission is the same speed that is coming out of the transfer case. Once the selectable four-wheel drive is shifted into 4-low, the speed of the input shaft remains the same. However, and because of the taller gears in the transfer case, the speed of the output shaft is now multiplied by 2, 3, 4, or even more, depending on the vehicle or custom setup that might be in there. By multiplying the speed of the transfer case's output, this allows the engine to run at higher RPMs while actually slowing down the speed of the tires themselves. I know it sounds contradictory because speeding up the engine while slowing down the speed of the tires by increasing the output speed of the transfer case, when put that way, just doesn't make any sense, but it's just like a 10-speed bicycle. When you shift down to go up a hill, you start pedaling much faster to increase your torque output, but slow way down at the same time. Or when you shift up, it's harder to pedal at first, but you'll be able to go much faster. With a four-wheel drive vehicle, being in 4-low, allows you more driver control over the torque and speed of the vehicle. This also allows you to crawl over the more challenging obstacles you'll encounter while out on the trails. Or multiply your torque output when trying to tow a heavy trailer up a hill, a boat out of the boat ramp, another stuck vehicle, or yank out a tree stump out of the ground. So again, to reiterate, four-wheel drive is great to have for more control and enhanced off-road capabilities. Now, all-wheel drive vehicles, on the other hand, won't have the option to shift the transfer case by the driver or even a transfer case at all for that matter, and the computer, by the use of the wheel speed sensors, steering wheel angles, yaw sensors, and sometimes viscous coupler systems, will choose which tires will get the power depending on where it needs the traction the most. Look at it like it's a dynamic active drive system, because in most of these all-wheel drive systems, the engine is putting the power to the front wheels, therefore reducing the driveline drag to all four wheels to aid in conserving fuel and reducing wear on driveline components when they really aren't doing anything anyways. Now, if the computer senses a loss of traction, it'll apply a small amount of braking pressure to the wheels that are slipping, which will then transfer the engine's power to the wheels that are gripping. This is an advantage over four-wheel drive systems while driving in crappy weather conditions because the transfer of power to the tires that have the grip happens instantaneously and seamlessly, giving you the impression that your vehicle is always in all-wheel drive. A four-wheel drive vehicle with a selectable transfer case runs in two-wheel drive, usually just rear-wheel drive, and when the weather conditions turn to crap in an instant, you hit black ice, the vehicle is going to remain in two-wheel drive and the chances of losing control are a lot higher than an active all-wheel drive system that automatically and instantly transfers power to the wheels with the most traction. However, in most circumstances, people are gonna be aware of the changing weather and road conditions and will usually shift to four-wheel drive before things turn to crap. All right, guys, so to sum it up in the most simple way possible, for better fuel economy, safety, and 90% of your driving is going to be done on the road with very minimal towing, then the all-wheel drive systems are great. But if you want that maximum off-road capabilities, fuel economy isn't really a priority, you'll be doing some towing or more purposeful types of work with your vehicle, then the four-wheel drive system is going to be the way to go there. Keep in mind that with four-wheel drive vehicles, there will be more wear and tear on the tires and driveline components. So not only will the fuel consumption be higher, the maintenance costs will also be higher as well, and the overall cost of owning a four-wheel drive vehicle will be more than owning an all-wheel drive vehicle. All right, guys, that is all that we have for you in today's video, and make sure to let us know, what do you guys have? Did you go with the all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive system? And also let us know why you picked out that vehicle. And guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure and hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that way you guys can hold on to the ride with us. Remember, wheels, tires, suspension, and accessories, trailbuiltoffroad.com. And guys, as always, we appreciate all of you for watching and all of your support. I'm Josh from TrailBuilt, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.